And we are back to discover another African country. Today we're talking about Burundi. Burundi is a landlocked country in the Great Rift Valley. The Great Rift Valley is in East Central Africa and is a region where the African Great Lakes region and East Africa converges. It is bordered by Rwanda on the north side, Tanzania on the east and southeast, and Democratic Republic of the Congo on the west side. The population is around 12 million and Burundi has one of the fastest growth rates of the world. Actually, it is double the average growth rate of the world. It is the country with the 10th highest fertility rates in the world, right behind Somalia. It actually has two capitals, Gitega and Bujumbura, but Bujumbura is the largest city and is probably one of the most known in Burundi. 80 to 90% of the population is Christian, actually Roman Catholic. Burundi is also one of the smallest African countries. It is only around 10,747 square miles. The land is mostly used for agriculture, which unfortunately has led to deforestation. Right now, less than 6% of the country is covered by trees. It is also, unfortunately, a country that has been shaken by a lot of war and genocide, leading to a lot of issues of development, and is ranked today as one of the least happy countries in the world. The largest ethnic group in Burundi are the Hutus. They made up over 80 to 85% of the population, followed by the Tutsis, making around 14% of the population, and the rest is a mix of different culture, with 1% being Twa. The official language is French, but most of the population speak Rundi or Kirundi. Most of the economy of the country is based on agriculture. Burundi is a big exporter of coffee and tea. You probably have tried some of their coffee or their tea without knowing it. Their currency is called the Burundi franc, and some of the typical food is the ugali, the curry, or the bean soup called maragwe. I hope I pronounced this right. Burundi and Rwanda, its neighboring country, actually used to be called Burundi, and were one territory, I wouldn't really say country, but one territory under the rule of Germany and Belgium. They were actually put under the rule of Germany and Belgium after World War II. The country gained its independence in 1962 and was initially a monarchy. Unfortunately, due to multiple assassination and coup, the country was very unstable and decided to move from a monarchy to a one-party state in 1966. Since then, the country has gone through multiple coups, 2 civil wars, and a genocide in the 70s and the 90s. This has caused a really slow development of the country and also led to multiple refugees. A big part of the population moved into neighboring countries, especially Rwanda and Congo, countries that were also shaken for a long time, and especially in the 90s, by war. In 2015, Burundi once again lived through another attempted coup that failed under the president Pierre Nkurunziza, one of the leaders of the country. It was seeking a third term and a lot of people were against it. He ended up staying president up until 2020, when he ended up leaving power peacefully, but unfortunately later died of a heart attack. Multiple reasons have been given to explain the constant conflict and tension in the country, which were mostly between Hutu and Tutsi. If you know a little bit about the history in the region, you know that Rwanda also went through a genocide between Hutu and Tutsi. These two countries' history is pretty closely linked, and we will definitely go deeper into the Rwandan genocide. But colonization definitely played a huge role with the exclusion of a part of the population, and in that case the majority Hutu, while pushing the Tutsi minority at the forefront of the leadership. This has caused multiple division in the country and created a feeling of marginalization in the Hutu community. Adding to that, supposed physical differences between Hutu and Tutsis, and the Belgium playing on ethnic tension by also installing a national identification card clearly stating the ethnicity of each group, made it easier to target Tutsis during the genocide. But Despite its dark past, Burundi definitely has a lot to offer. The country is known for the thermal water site, which is considered a great therapy, especially for people suffering from rheumatism. The warm water is coming directly from the center of the earth, and a lot of tourists go there just to take a swim, and it apparently relieves from their body pain. Lake Tanganyika, on the southern border of the country, hosts a variety of fish not found anywhere else but in Burundi. Some of those fishes are the sangala, the mukeke, and the ndagula. Drumming is also big. UNESCO even classified drumming performances in Burundi as a world heritage. You would definitely enjoy multiple performances if you visit. And one last thing is, throughout the history and the suffering of the people, local are always defined as one of the highest hospitable people in the world. Today, the country is still fighting to curb the impact of long-lasting violence and war, but are definitely in the move to change their future the way their Rwandan neighbor have done. If you have any question about Burundi and want to know more about the country, leave your question below, and let's be back here for another video next week. Thank you. Bye.